seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Luck on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Cluster.
On 1st and 10, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And incomplete here on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Luck now on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On first down, it's Love. Throw left side, complete. It's Cole. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Love. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Love. Being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
To throw is Love. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target.
Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out and picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Here's Luck. And an alley to run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on second down is Luck. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Luck. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. From the gun, here's Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Third and long, it's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw. Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. They'll run it with Jackson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on third down, Love. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the ladder 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Adam Thielen, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he spins away. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Back to throw, Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Rivers on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On third down, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Broncos. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on third down, Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Locke. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
You're right.
Throwing on third down, Locke. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They snap it to Locke. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you just... There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Love. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. This is Booker on the dump off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty... Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 3rd and long. It's locked. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's locked. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Sometimes it's a quarterback making a great throw, and sometimes it's a receiver just making an incredible catch, and there it was really the latter.
And the quarterback is so happy because the receiver, in a sense, bailed him out. Great job going and getting the football and creating 6 points for his team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now it's Jackson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Dances by him. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last throw here for Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Oh, what a move. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.